Stop screaming.
I live in a $3 million house. What am I, some black, like, kid on a bike who's in the wrong neighborhood?
That's ridiculous.
No, you're definitely treating me like a colored person. Yep.
On November 24th, 2022, officers pulled over a vehicle driving recklessly while approaching a heavily populated Thanksgiving event. The driver allegedly fled the scene of the stop at a high rate of speed before fleeing again at another intersection.
Stop her. Shut the car off, man. Shut the car off.
It's freaking Thanksgiving. I just got a divorce. My fucking daughter's not with me.
Can you step out the car, please?
What in the is this? I'm trying to get home.
Step out the car, please, man.
Yes, sir. What? No. No. What are you doing? Are you kidding me?
Can somebody come get your car, please?
No, I don't have anybody.
Okay.
You guys, please don't. I just got a divorce. I'm trying to move. Please don't do this. What are you doing? I'm just trying to go to the gas station. How come she's allowed out? Ah! Like, why are you letting her through and I can't get through?
You realize what you did, though?
I'm trying to get to my neighborhood. Seriously, guys. I just got a divorce from the most evil man ever. I'm moving in like 2 days. I need to get off this island. Please. I'm sorry.
You could have killed one of these people running, you know that?
No, I did not.
You could have killed one.
Wasn't anywhere near them. They told me to beat the people over here. Ah!
I'll take care of the paperwork. Just hang tight, man.
They're arresting me for... You can run.
Jennifer.
Please let me out. Please let me out. I live in a $3 million house right down the street. And you won't let me out my neighborhood.
Let me get your pepper spray. Yep. If you do that, I'm gonna pepper spray you. You got me?
I mean, I f***ing turned.
I'm going to pepper spray you.
Dude, I live in a $3 million house down the street.
Just hear
Can
me
you
out.
write me up?
Please.
Ashley! With 2 E's. Can I get out of here?
Stop screaming.
Can I stand up? I'm having an anxiety attack.
Making a scene.
I am making a scene. This is my neighborhood. I'm a Snell Isle resident. I live in a $3 million house. And these assholes. No, you did not.
Get back in the car now. Back in the car. Get back in the car.
Let me out.
Oh, God.
What it do, YouTube family? This your brother Real Adele with another video. So what you just witnessed in the opening video is a prime example on race relations in the United States. And what you just seen is very telling, because basically she said it all. She was in the back of the squad car. You can tell she was highly inebriated. She kept on screaming, talking about she just went through a divorce, so she was probably upset over that. And now in the video, they said that she was driving through a pedestrian neighborhood, swerving and driving all crazy and frantic, almost hit people and stuff like that. But what really is important in that video is when she started talking and pretty much got off cold. See, a lot of times the white supremacists like to hide the fact on their racism and like to say, oh, black people, y'all just complain about racism all the time and y'all just need to get over it. That was 50, 60 years ago. It's not the 60s anymore and all that. Man. Racism's still alive. They just reconceal it. You know what I'm saying? And now that we have social media and there's more cameras and stuff like that, a lot of this type of stuff get caught on camera now. See, back in the day, a lot of the stuff, because I know it was even worse now because that was in the law. That was part of the law. You know what I'm saying? It was written on the law books for them to be racist. You know what I'm saying? But what really, you know what I'm saying, was telling is that when she said that you're treating me like a colored person, you know what I'm saying? That's that old school white supremacy right there. And she understands her white privilege because she kept on saying, oh, I live in a $3 million home and I'm this and that. You know what I'm saying? She understands that. And she understands the plight of America. The plight of us as black Americans, what we have to go through. What we have to go through as black Americans in this country. She understands, and she kind of got off cold because she was saying, what am I, some black kid on a bike who's in the wrong neighborhood? She understands her white privilege. You know, I am what am I? Y'all treating me like some black kid on a bike in the wrong neighborhood. And that reminds me of Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Tamir Rice, countless of number of other, black youth that was targeted by these white supremacists or law enforcement, which is part of white supremacy. And the thing is, it's time for us as black Americans to understand that we have to stay on code with each other, because you have a lot of coons out here that like to be like, oh, racism don't exist, and we got NBA players, and we got rappers, and all that, and we got entertainers making all this money and stuff. That don't mean anything. And in society, you are still looked at as a threat. You still looked at as a nigga. You know what I'm saying? They still look at you as a nigger, shall I say, with the hard ER. Yes, that's how they look at us. And that hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying? And the average white supremacist, not even just white supremacists, the average white person understands that they have the complexion for the protection, for the collection, like the great Paul Mooney said. Rest in peace to that brother. But he was so real in his comedy. See, we have to understand this. We just can't be willy-nilly running around here talking about something. Well, I have white friends, and I didn't have a plethora of white people that I was cool with on an individual level. But I gotta understand that the system that we are living in, see, America was built off white supremacy. America was built off the backs of the suffering of black Americans. If it wasn't for black Americans, this country wouldn't have been built up. And they know that. They used us. And they have us thinking that we were just slaves. No, we were much more than that. We were philosophers, we were doctors, we were scientists, we were all of that. See, they don't want us to learn knowledge of self, family. Once we learn knowledge of self as a whole group, we will unlock our true capabilities. And they don't want us to do that. They want us to always be, see, we have to understand that the machine will pump billions and billions of dollars in the degeneracy of our culture. They allow Cardi B, which she's not a foundational black American, but they'll allow Cardi B's, the Sexy Reds, the Lizzos, the Glorillas to do all types of ratchet shit. They allowed the Lil Durk, which I see Lil Durk is, he has a song with J. Cole. What's that song? All my life. I kind of like that song, and hopefully that brother is getting on the right path, because I heard that he's found Islam, and I hope that brother's getting on the right path and changing his message, because music is so powerful. But they understand that if you can push this degeneracy through the music, the youth will pick up on that. That's why they pump billions and billions of dollars into degeneracy, and it's only with our people. They don't publicize rednecks and all that in the low class of white society. They don't just pump that in the media all the time. But when it comes to black folk, they want to pump the lowest form of black behavior, the ratchetness and all that. They want to throw all that out into the forefront, and it's a reason, because they don't want us to get back on knowledge of self and being on code, family. And I know I'm kind of ranting right now, but that video, it shows you It shows you she specifically knew what she was doing. And if you notice, the police officer, when she said what she said, you're treating me like some black or some colored black kid on a bike in the wrong neighborhood, and the cop said, oh, that's ridiculous. He know that's true. She was just getting off code. And we have to understand that, family. As a group, we have to stay on code with each other. Because they will allow a Sambo to come out, a coon, a bedwench to come out and try to speak in the representation of black society. They do it all the time. But they don't want a black man that has knowledge of self out here pumping that to the masses of his people. See what they did to Dr. King. You see what they did to Malcolm. You see what they do to our great leaders. You see the rappers that spit that real, they don't be mainstream. But they allow a rapper that's spitting degenerate bullshit behavior and continue to perpetuate the negatives of our society. They allow that all day. They'll pump that all day. Oh, nigga, say no more. You sign. Chick twerking all day, showing ass, looking all musty and dusty and disgusting. Oh, they'll pump that all day. The Lizzos running around, flat ass, running around doing degenerate. Oh, they'll pump that all day. Billy Porter running around, gay, and I don't got nothing against gay people, but when they push it where they trying to be all degenerate with it and doing extra stuff like Billy Porter and Lil Nas X, you know what I'm saying? They'll throw that out in the forefront all day. But when a brother that got knowledge of self and understand, and he's working in the interest of his people and trying to put a message to his people, they gonna try their hardest to silence you, family. And that's all I really gotta say, family. With that being said, peace, love, and stay black.